Hello and welcome back to Dark Souls. I'm your host Spirit Bounceholder, and this is the 26th episode of Dark Souls, or the 23rd episode of Dark Souls, I believe. So last time we left off and cleared out most of Lost Izalith, and this time I reckon we should go and finish that area, which means defeating the Bed of Chaos. Now, I'm sorry for the delay on the episodes as of late, but university has started again. And next time, that requires a bit more attention than Dark Souls does, regrettably. So, oh no, wait. It's probably a better idea to use the other path. Now, the Bed of Chaos is actually a very unique boss, really. Compared to all the other bosses, the Bed of Chaos is probably very strange case because of the way you fight it. Because it isn't exactly just a boss wherein you fight a single entity. It isn't exactly just go in and slay whatever appears in front of you. Rather, you just have to kill 3 locations basically of 3 components basically of the boss, so to speak. And if you do that, you basically just kill it. Oh, that's right, I forgot about you, Slayer. So we killed the Sunlight Bug, and we by opening this shortcut. And instead of being possessed now by the Sunlight Bug, he sits now here.
Was it all a lie? Have I done this all for nothing? Oh, my dear son. What now? What should I do? My son. My dear, dear son.
So, yeah.
Was it all? Oh.
He's quite depressed now. Because he was told that he would be able to find, or well, told, I'm not sure if he was told, but I know that he believed that here he would find an answer to his quest to find his own son, so to speak. And the Sunlight Bug would grant him that sense, but at the same time would also corrupt his mind. I mean, these little beasties don't look all that nice to you, though, do they? So... And not only that, but this will allow us to summon him during the fight with Gwyn. Now, personally, I don't find that great of a perk, but nonetheless, if you have trouble with Gwyn, or know that you will have trouble with him rather, then you can just go and follow this path and summon Slayer for the final fight. The only disadvantage about taking this route is obviously the Titanite demon. But compared to traveling through lava, I found this to be a bit preferable. And we don't need our Great Lightning Spears for the boss fight anyway, so we can just keep throwing them. Get him nice and low, and then finish him off with our normal melee attacks. There we go. Quite easy he is like that, but only if you have the Great Lightning Spear and sufficient faith to actually deal that damage. Then again, we only have 30 faith, so basically if you can wield the Great Lightning Spear, you can pull off that same trick. But anyway, it is quite possible, quite probable that we will not be able to finish this boss in one go. But that again is one of the things that is unique about this boss, about the Bed of Chaos. It is the only boss that you can do in multiple steps, so to speak. You can die in between the intermediate stages. So if you complete one part of the boss, then next time you won't have to repeat that same step. Which is, in Dark Souls 1 at least, in actually all Dark Souls games I believe, very, very unusual. Even if a boss has multiple stages, like you would see in Dark Souls 2 or in Bloodborne, they always revert back to their initial state and force you to complete each and every step sequentially. But here, such is not the case. Making this boss arguably one of the easiest and at the same time arguably one of the hardest bosses. Well, not the hardest because of that, but you will see what I mean. So here we just slide down into the boss fight. Here we go. The Bed of Chaos. And you can see those orbs at the sides and in the middle probably. Those are the places you have to go for, and be careful with the field because it will crumble during the boss fight. I'm not sure if it will during the first Unir, during the first time. But eventually the boss fight will start to crumble and become quite a bit more difficult. So this is what happens when you defeat the first orb, so to speak. There you go. A great and dangerous scythe. And you can see now that the area is starting to crumble and that we are not left in a position where we can do a lot of dodging. Oh dear. And this is why it is so likely that you are forced to do this boss fight in multiple oof steps. Because it is quite possible, quite probable that you will get screwed over by, oh dear, the crumbling of the battlefield. Okay. Oh dear. And if not by the battlefield, then, well, that scythe might take care of you quite easily as well. Oh dang, don't fall down, don't fall. Nah, Well, at least we got the first step done. So, oh right, Firelink Shrine. It's a bit of a walk back, but I suppose that is the price for not having to do each step over and over again. I do hope we can find our bloodstain again. That might be a bit of an issue. I did not think of that before I started this. Whoops. There we are. Back down. Now, it is quite possible, not all too hard to do this boss all in one go, but it definitely requires foresight. It requires you to basically know where the holes will appear and the attack patterns. And most of the time you will already have to defeat this boss long before you actually get around to learning the attack patterns properly, because you aren't too focused on the boss itself, but rather taking down those individual parts of it. So, at least we'll now get another piece of Demon Titanite, which will be quite useful for upgrading at least some of our weapons. And in general you can also just keep hunting these sunlight bugs, which can drop some Titanite as well. And of course sunlight metals, but after you get the Great Lightning Spear, I don't believe it is all that useful or valuable to progress further. I'm actually not sure if there was a reward for leveling up in the Covenant after that. So perhaps it is just as well a case that you can just leave the Covenant then and consider it a cleared Covenant. No need to think or worry about it anymore. So there we go. Now do a jump. I think that went very well last time. So dang it! I hoped we could repeat that the same pattern as last time, but I guess that wasn't the case. Oh well. Can't use the heal spell anyway either, so as long as you make it past him, it's not likely you will face any issues. And now it's just a matter of getting back to the boss fight. Then we need to head right, take down the right orb, and if lucky we can then take out the center one, the core basically as well. And if unlucky we can't and are forced to do another run for it. So I really would like to ask you guys for which boss to do next, but I don't think that is very much an option considering we are only so shortly into the episode. So I think I'll be going for Seath next, which means we're going back to the archives. All right. And then we can set Big Head Logan free as well, because he's still locked up there. So there you can see, still has that great scythe. Oh, dang. Run. Dang it! No! Oh, dang it! Ugh. Great. That's a long run back again. Gosh darn it. Maybe I should actually take that other route because the run back is slightly shorter. But at least the battlefield does not change from damage that we do to it, so to speak. So every piece that we reveal to be a hole is going to stay as that for the next time. Alright, Demon Ruins. So if we were to take the other path, that would be a bit easier, but we would constantly have to swap items. I don't like that either. You know what, I'll just ignore the sunlight bugs, that should save us some time as well. In general, this is... I think you can understand now why this is both considered one of the easiest and one of the hardest bosses around. Simply because of being a drag to go through, but at the same time it really doesn't have much of a challenge to it. It's more like just go in, try to reach a point, and if you actually reach it, well, congrats. You progress one step. At least we get more Demon Titanites. So we'll probably have a Quelax Fury Sword +5 after this all. Okay. That was a bit of a bad aim there. Now, something you might want to do as well for the boss fight is actually just use a bow and arrow, because all you need to do is deliver 1 point of damage, or I believe it is 1 point of damage, at least a very low amount, to each and every core, so to speak. And that will trigger the next step anyway, so you don't even need to get in super close, but you need to get in close enough to have a clear shot. So what I did for the first one, for the first core, to run up to it and just smack it, well, that's generally what the boss would expect you to do. I think that's how it is designed. But it is far from required to be done as such. You can quite easily cheese it, but again, you still need to have a clear shot and a position from where you can shoot where the Bed of Chaos itself will not attack you. There we go. Take 3. Let's hope there will not be a take 5. Alright, there we go. Slide down. Feel the great mess. At least our bloodstain is at a bit more beneficial location as well, I would argue. Dang it. Dang it! I couldn't roll in time. Oh boy. Oh, no, don't kill me off yet, please. I just... No, Fine. I'll try and roll through. That's what you're insisting. Great. I really did not think this would happen. I really did not think. Gosh darn it. That's frustrating. Damage doesn't really matter. All the other bosses is basically a test of skill, and this boss is just a test of patience. Of course, there is a bit of skill to it, but yeah. So what do we do? There was a certain path that would be easy to follow, and I wanted to jump across, but obviously that wasn't an option. Great. There we go. So yeah. Either way, oh dear. This is the only boss that will act this way, so it's just a matter of getting through it. Just hope that you won't again be such a douche about it. I never like to leave these bugs alive. They live up well to the name, as in being so very annoying and enticing to just smack. So probably even just sneak past this guy or just ignore him if you're able to properly dodge his attacks. But still, Demon Titanite. Every time we die, it is still an excuse for us to just go and get that Titanite. Here we go. And let's hurry on. So yeah, I don't have really got all that much to talk about. It's really all this is. There's not a lot of skill to it. He has got, or she's got some attack patterns obviously that you could learn, but they change depending on where you stand, so even if you change position, you will have to learn again what and when she attacks. But there are some very clear safe spots. It's just so very annoying that we can't seem to find them right now. Because the further away you are from the center basically, the more likely it is you will stay at a safe location. But this path and our bloodstain with it forces us to just run past this area. Alright. Dang it. Again, too early. Dang! Oh, come on! Well, this does give us one advantage. We don't need to worry about our bloodstain anymore. God freaking ugh. You know what? I'm just gonna run past. I really do not feel like fighting any of these like shits anymore. But then luckily it is only this boss. It really is only this boss that is a bugger like this. I mean, it doesn't even matter if you really fight her at New Game Plus or New Game Plus 7. It's always going to be the same thing over and over again. It's just silly. Everybody does, or at least almost everybody does agree that it is probably the worst designed boss in the entire game. Because it does not live up to being a Dark Souls boss, you know? All the bosses are really a test of skill, patience, and knowledge. And though obviously it is a boss of knowledge, and obviously it is not a boss without skill, it still has so much random elements to it. Or at least seemingly random. And if you know exactly what to do, then yeah. I just don't like her. Hello, demon. Bye, demon. You couldn't have jumped just a little bit less far, could you? Alright. I'm not sure how far he will chase us, but either way. And he stopped chasing. Okay, good. Now you guys go and suck it as well. The most annoying thing probably about being a high level is that you can't just go and spend all your souls on your level. So you're prone to losing it. Much more so at least than you would otherwise would be. So this time we're not going to take the same path. This time we have no bloodstain to chase after. So that, well, of course we have that one, but there's nothing in there anyway. So first off, let's move to over here. I'm not sure if there was a way to get over to the Geistar. Need to take a look at the attack patterns for, oh dear, a moment to see where and when the opening is. So standing here seems to be clear. Yep, this is clear. Alright. So we probably can't walk across the route. Can we? No, that's tightly sealed off. Alright. Wait. Did we? Oh dear. Whoops. We got stuck there for a second. So we can't just run across obviously, but we can try to jump across. We don't have a clear shot yet at the core, so... There we go. I believe we can run past here. Oh dear! I'm not sure if we're safe here, but I'm gonna try. Okay, so it seems that we're safe here, and I think we have a clear shot from here. The roots will be in the way, but you can shoot those down, so it's really not all that much of an issue. So be sure to grab a bow. Composite bow probably does the most damage. Not that it should matter, but... Oh wait, come on, grab your arrows. And you can see the pieces breaking. And eventually we should be able to get a shot in. There we go. At the core itself. That makes her just that bit more terrifying, but yeah. Now she has two. The bed of chaos complete. Woohoo. Alright. Dang. That usually happens. But now the last step is relatively easy. Relatively, I say. Because it's basically just straight through the middle. And that obviously will be a dangerous area to pass through, but at the same time, also by far the shortest. What was that sound? Oh well. So, in case you're curious or disappointed about me losing stuff, no worries. Everything in the game that you lose, basically, in regards to humanity and souls, at this point, after you clear Anor Londo and are able to warp, there is not really anything you can mourn about losing anymore. It does, however, affect your PvP because all the souls you collected are being tallied, so to speak, and people with who have collected similar amount of souls are being paired up for PvP. So if you lose a lot of stuff, chances are that you will still encounter people that are, chances are that you encounter people that are way stronger than you objectively, not just being more skilled. So now you know, guys, at least make sure that you have your soul spent. And your humanity as well, because it is likely you would lose them anyway. Jeez, he does a lot of damage. But that doesn't matter. Oh. Did he just... Yes, no? Yeah, he did. Okay. I thought I heard him firing a lightning bolt, so I was a little bit cautious about that. You guys get out of here. They don't really drop a lot of souls anyway, so no reason to bother. And here we go. Hopefully for the last time. Though it wouldn't be the first time that I got screwed over in the center either. We haven't entirely cleared the area yet either, so... As in, revealed all the holes in the battlefield. So... This probable... Ugh! Double sweep. Great. So that is the thing you want to reveal, and you want to jump down over here on this route. Run quick, run quick, run quick, run quick. Oh dear. Oh dear. And she will start using those flame pillars even when you're inside of here. So you've got to try and keep up the pace. Move towards this thingy, give it a smack and defeat it. That there, that little thingy, was the Bed of Chaos, and we just killed it. All that hellstorm from above all came from that little silly thing. I'm not sure if there was anything more. At least there was something. Yeah, he has a bonfire. So yeah, that was the Bed of Chaos. Whoa, the fucking do. So 6,000 souls is probably not enough to level up, is it? No, but close to. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. We got a couple of souls in our pocket still, so that's alright. Soul of Hero was 20,000, I believe. 10,000. Good, 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 good. Then we can put one in strength. And we still have humanity, right? Should use some humanity to get it back up to 10. Used to have 15, but 15 isn't really all that necessary to have, really. Unless you want to use them for something. And since we can farm twin humanities and there is basically no advantage over twin humanities versus normal humanity, we can just use the twin humanities to save us some time. Then we're off to Duke's Archives. Alright. So, first off, I think we should free Big Head Logan. And that means... Oh, there's Archer. Stands upon the bookcase. He can be quite annoying, so it's always nice when he falls down. But to free Master Logan, we need to get all the way back to our cells. And that's a little walk. And you will be constantly bombarded from all sides in this area. And basically, as usual, the only thing you can really do against the bombardment is just to move quick. And to try and avoid whenever you can. Alright. Take the stairs over here. There will be, oh dear, a channeler waiting up here for us as well, I believe. Yep. There we go, taken care of. And move when the coast is clear. Not here? Wasn't it here? Dang it, I thought, oops. I thought it was here. Done goofed. No, this guy was here. But where was the way back then? Wasn't the level down, was it? Was it? Can't have been right. Or am I that much of an idiot? Come on. No, it's not over here. Where was it then? Gosh darn. Was it over here then? Some strange sounds I'm hearing. I'm not sure if you are getting this as well. I think I know where it comes from. No? Okay. Huh. Strange. Over here then. Yes. Is it? Is this? Wait. No, it's not. Gosh darn, where was it? What was the route then? Such an idiot. Oh well, at least we clear this area. And if we don't rest at the bonfire before coming back here, we don't need to worry about it either. So that's the way back. That's not the way we need to follow. Nope. It wasn't down. I know it wasn't down. So it's got to be up then, right? All the way up there. Guess it has to be then. And that would mean having to flip these stairs. Alright. Get out of here. Did we catch all the mimics on this area actually? Not sure if we did. Those areas are clear. This is clear as well. Huh. Okay then. We might have already cleared them out. Then. That was silly. Oh well. Another archer over there. Now this area is really still, or at least I would, gosh darn it, I would consider it the easy area. Not so much because it is all that easy, but, well, the area we are going towards is going to be, oh god, oh god, I have been so blind. Okay, great. Well then, off we go. Cleared half the archive. That's alright. There we go. Then we can go over here. Not sure exactly how it is with the snake man right now. They are running towards me, so that's a good thing. That's one. Oops. That's two. Oop. Staggered us. Now I hope they don't start playing that song again. Although it wouldn't really matter all that much. I'm not going to rest at the bonfire. Because if lucky... Well, not so much if lucky. We can probably just make it down to Logan, set him free, and move on to the other bonfire. Perhaps with a homeward bone, probably. Because that will save us a lot of time in the path towards getting to Seath. Dang it, lock on already. Alright. Don't want to take these guys out, but they would only come chasing after me otherwise. See? And you don't want to underestimate these hollows. I've been screwed over by them more times than I'm willing to count, so... yeah. Alright. Hello, abominations. Come on over. Oh. So many targets. And there we go. What did he drop? Humanity. That's quite ironic. Alright. So we picked up the key previously.
Oh, thank you very much. I'm saved. That makes twice. I must be sure to repay you. I will visit the archives. If I discover any new spells, I shall share them with you. Prepare to be impressed by the onward march of sorcery.
And indeed he will. And the Firekeeper Soul. As we all know, an item that is quite unmatched in its value. Oops. What did that... What fell down there? Probably a hollow corpse that clipped through the ground. Oh well. So first off, I want to activate, I want to use this Firekeeper Soul. Best do that at Firelink Shrine. Oh wait, we can just... oh wait, probably we can warp from that bonfire, right? Actually, I'm not going to take the risk. I'm just not going to take the risk. Homer's bones aren't all that expensive anyway. Oh! Didn't even rest at the other bonfire. So, it saves us a little bit of time. Reinforce the Estus Flask. Now we have a +3. And now we warp back to the archives. And we can start making our progress towards Seath himself. And to get to Seath, you follow this path. And was it here or... No, it wasn't here. I first want to show you guys where you can find Master Logan again. That would be over here then. Yep. Here we are.
Hello there. I was expecting. This place is truly... As promised, I shall share the new sorceries with you. And the secret of Seath's immortality.
So now we can trade with him, and although I am not a sorcerer, so I can't use any of these, but it is probably very interesting to know that you can already buy Soul Spear the moment he stands in Firelink Shrine. But the moment he comes over here, you can also get Crystal Magic Weapon, Crystal Soul Spear, and Homing Crystal Soul Mass. And these are basically the upgrade of the Soul Spear, the Great Magic Weapon, and the Homing Soul Mass. Very, very powerful weapons indeed, especially if you're a sorcerer.
The secret of Seath's immortality. If you have fought him and were imprisoned, you must know that Seath is a true undead, different from ourselves. His wounds close promptly, and no mortal blow affects him. His wounds close promptly, and no mortal blow affects him, granting true insulation from death. It is an effect of the primordial crystal, a sacred treasure pillaged by Seath when he turned upon the ancient dragons. So only by destroying the primordial crystal can you so much as scratch his hide. And it so happens, the primordial crystal is in the inner garden of these very archives, the Crystal Forest. Farewell.
So now we know where to go. And we've seen it from a distance already. And to get there you simply follow this path, open up this shortcut, or well shortcut, this secret path more like. Drop down the ladder. And not sure if there was anything over here. I believe I've scoured this area before. There might be something over here, but I can't remember for now. Probably wasn't all that important anyway. And here we are in the gardens. Now be wary, because there are quite a lot of these golems around. Not the strongest of enemies, but even so, you want to be careful. And if you want to get all the loot, you also want to make a trip down these paths. They do, however, drop some very useful items. I believe they drop blue titanite chunks. That makes them for quite valuable farming opportunity. There we go. Well, at least there's one over there. Here we have a small group to fight them. Not going to fight them all at once, I think. Usually if you can avoid fighting multiple enemies at once, it's generally in your best interest. Alright, see? Blue titanite chunk. Come on, buddy. There you go. Take out this guy. Nope. Another chunk. These chunks we won't be using ourselves. Because I have no need for them. I really have no use for infusing magic into my weapon. But depending on what you, how you're gonna play the game, you might want to enchant them with. Oh, haha! I actually forgot about this one. That explains a lot.
It was you who rescued me. Why, thank you. I am Siegland of Katarina. I don't know how I ended up in that crystal. It wasn't terrible in there, but I could hardly move. I must think of some way to repay you.
So this is quite a unique scenario.
Oh, have you seen my father? You wouldn't miss him. A suit of armor just like mine. Thank goodness. I knew he was here somewhere. Well then, now I must find him. Thanks again, truly. Now if we'll just stay put and keep out of trouble.
So, she's the daughter of Siegfried. And she is obviously looking for her father, whom has been, as we all know, courageously fighting along our sides. Or well, so he has been attempting to do at least. But it seems now, the crystal set, that she's pretty much alone right now. She will have to go and find him, and she will. And last time I brought us to Ash Lake because I had completely forgotten about encountering Siegland over here. So probably now, if we were to travel to Ash Lake, we would encounter the scenario I had expected to see earlier. Oops, it's a bit slidey here. There we go. But that I will take care of a bit later. For now, I just want to clear out this guardian. Or this garden, I mean. After that, we'll head down into Seath's lair. Although we are quite deep into the episode, might be a good idea to go and find Siegfried anyway. Huh. Well, maybe we can get through here relatively quickly. At least show you guys the very unique thing about this area. Crystal Cave. So there are some more golems here. Be careful to not fall off. It is very, very easy to fall down the cliffs here. Lyra head. Now, this is quite a strange sight, is it not? You can see here that there is sort of crystal snow falling on top of something, as well as there being a text over there, seemingly floating in the sky. Now, we could just follow this path, but this great secret about this place is really that there are invisible plateaus. In fact, those are not just encouraged, those are completely required if you wish to reach Seath. And here we are rewarded with a humanity for it. So these butterflies we have seen before, quite a long while ago in fact. The moonlight butterflies, oops. I don't believe we will get the souls from them, or they're great souls, I mean, they're unique souls. But even so, you can fight them, you can kill them. Though I believe that over here they are docile and not required to be killed. Not entirely sure on that, so don't blame me if you get killed by them anyway. Need miracles. I'm not sure. Path ahead, indeed. So this is the tricky bit, because now we are completely floating in midair, seemingly. And we can follow this path with the help of this falling snow, but you need to be very careful. I recommend, I'm not sure if we have those right now ourselves. No, we don't. I will pick those items up later then, but for now we can just progress without them. There are some rocks, so to speak, some glowing stones you can drop to help you find your way. Oh dear. Please don't kill me. Okay, thank you. So you can see that over here there's another path that leads down. And generally you want to position yourself in line with how the things are falling. So I'm going to take a gander here and walk over here. And don't progress too quickly. It is far too easy to screw yourself over by doing so. I have fallen down many times. I think I'm going a bit off, so we need to go a bit more in this direction now. I think. Yeah, be very calm, very careful. There we go. And here's another golem, as well as a butterfly. Again, the butterflies I recommend not engaging. Unless you are, dang it, very secure in where you stand, in a more literal sense. Now be very careful, because these golems have firm knockback on their attack, so if you can, at all costs, try to avoid their attacks. Don't try and block them, because if you're not positioned correctly, you will just fall down and die. And now we have to go back. Oh boy. Oh boy. I think over here. Careful, careful. Keep your eyes on the text and keep walking straight towards that text. Keep walking straight towards that text over there. If you are a kind soul, you might want to leave behind those marks yourself, those texts, those messages, because it will, without a doubt, help whoever comes and follows. Now this one. Oh wait, no. Not yet. It's over here first. Snow falls down over here, but that won't help us. There's a butterfly over there. No. Wait, that's right. It was over here. I believe. Yep. Walk over here and get in between over this bit. So it's not the easiest position to reach, but here we come. And you can see again the snowflakes or crystal flakes or whatever that are falling down. So I hope I fall correctly. Okay, we live. Ah, that's right, and now we can also go back. There, actually, if you are quick enough, there is a Titanite bug in here that you can try and slay. So there are multiple paths over here. Ooh, gosh darn. Camera. And if you follow this path, I believe that you can get straight over to the opposite side. That is the direction you want to go in generally, if you want to go and fight Seath. But I as well want to go over here instead. And you see that little soul, that little item lying over there? Well, I'm going to try and get it. I'm probably going to fall. But if I do, I will simply go back and grab the prismatic stones required. Now this is a very nasty thing because here you have basically an S-curve to make, so you have to move to the side suddenly. Move over to this text. Front, indeed. Now you move again. Was it straight? I don't recall if it was straight. Sheesh. Well, I can see that the path to the front is still safe. Keep an eye on... Oh dear! Oh boy. Prism stones, there you go. Those things we need. Ah, Sieglin.
Oh, hello again. We're both managing quite well, aren't we? But I haven't found my father yet. Have you seen him? Really? Then I must be off. I'm sorry he's caused you trouble. He has a knack for that. If you just stay put. Really?
So she is going to again chase after her father. And well, I guess I'll show you guys what happens to him. I'll show you guys where I can find the prism stones, and then next episode instead I will show you guys what happens to Siegfried, Sieglind, and probably defeat Seath. So, to get the prism stones, which are very pleasant thing to have, you can hardly have too many of those. Just go over to here, and you can buy them from the female undead merchant over here. And they are very cheap. I believe they were only 50 souls a piece. So over here. Oh, only 10 souls. So even with just 450 souls you can already get 45 of them. Which I reckon should actually be enough. But just in case. As I said, you can hardly have too many of those. So I'll just use up one of my souls. Now grab again as many as I can fill. Now we have 99. 99 prism stones. And I'll show you guys what they do. I don't think they work in water, so I'll be sure to get out of here first. But this is what they do. This is all they do. They fall down, hit the ground, and they sparkle. And they do so a little bit to the front of you, so you can actually check at this distance if the area in front of you is safe. Because they will fall on the invisible pillars, the invisible crystals. At least I think they are crystals. So yeah. Alright. So we have the prism stones, and we can probably finish the story of Siegfried. So you'll all see that in the next episode of Dark Souls. And I've been your host, Spirit Bound Solar. I wish you all a very nice day.